Hello everybody, my name is Sean B-Dub Barstow, and I'm one of the instructors up here at USU, part of the aviation department, but I focus on drones. And that's what we're going to talk to you guys about today. We are so excited that you guys are able to watch this video and to learn a little more about what we do, not only at USU, but what drones can do for you and for what you want them to do. So for example, USU is an agricultural school, and because of that, we deal a lot with agriculture. We do precision ag. We can give you landscape, plots, elevation, plant health. We help you and we teach you how to get all those different things. I know for your program you guys are looking at different soccer fields and baseball fields and other things that people use all the time to be able to analyze the kind of grass, the kind of could be damage, lack of water, all those different things that could really affect the way that you develop and maintain your fields. So I'm very excited to have with us today Spencer. He's one of our expert drone flyers here at USU, and he's going to explain a couple of different drones that we use and we fly. In another video, we're going to show you actually flying these drones. Now when it gets to July 30th and you guys have your final wrap up, we're going to have a live session, and hopefully we can show you some more drones and how they fly and how they work and how we work them for our benefits. Now remember, drones look like toys, but they can be great tools for whatever jobs that you're looking for. If you have any questions, please find us at USU under aviation. Look for drones.
Alright, hey everyone, my name is Spencer. As B-Dub mentioned, I'm one of the pilots here at USU in the drone department. My job is to just fly with students, give them experience flying and help them become better pilots. So right now I'm just going to give you a quick tour of a couple of the drones that we use in the program, just to show you what you can expect and how much fun they are. So we're going to start over here with this quadcopter. This is the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. You'll notice, looking at the front, it has a nice big camera on it. This drone is made for photography and videography. There are other quadcopters like this that either have smaller cameras or just don't have a camera at all. And those are more just for fun. If you've ever heard of racing drones, those are just a heck of a lot of fun. So for this drone, as I mentioned, it's a quadcopter, so it's got 4 motors. I have a little safety strobe light on the top. This is incredibly stable in flight, when wind, really in almost any condition. For the controller, we've got the controller on this backside, so we've got our joysticks here, and then our antennas will pop up like this. And to view, we've got an iPad to help us see better what the drone's camera is seeing. I've found that having a bigger screen just makes it easier to fly. So this one we'll be using for a mapping mission here shortly of an agriculture field. We'll show you how it flies and just how you can see the status of the field, see any spots that are struggling, just from flying this up in the air. The other drone that we'll be flying is a fixed wing drone. This is known as the Aero Scout. So you can see it looks like a conventional airplane without landing gear. That is on purpose. We'll show you how we take off and land this drone here in a little bit as well. So this specific drone, we take off the nose cone and the battery sits right in here. With other fixed wing drones and even this one, we do have the option to add in some cameras, sensors, really whatever you want to gather data, just like we gathered with the quadcopter. The controller for this fixed wing drone is a bit different. It seems a lot more intense, but it's actually a lot more simple than the controller for the quadcopter. So we've got our joysticks, and then all of these switches here just help switch it into different flight modes. So if we have an autopilot on board the fixed wing, then we can just flip it into auto mode and it'll fly autonomously, just like the quadcopter will do here in a few minutes.
All right, so we're back again. Had a little bit of a technical difficulty, which happens in drones all the time.
Oh yes.
But we should be ready to go. So this should be a one button push to start the mission, and that should get the drone flying. So are you ready, pilot?
Oh yeah.
All right, so push that button.
Okay. So it's going to do a little pre-flight check on its own. There we go. It says everything is good, so we're going to go ahead and hit start flight. And now it is going to take off on its own and come back and land. So it's going to climb up to about 300 feet above the ground and will take approximately 5 minutes and 20 seconds to fly this automated mission. So we're just going to keep the screen on here. In fact, there we go. Now we can see what the drone is seeing. And there, it's calibrating its focus. Okay, and now it is going to go start flying.
So we're actually going to do this video where you can see what the drone sees as it flies. So you won't have to sit there and try to look over your shoulder the whole time. So as soon as the drone comes back, we'll start the video back up again.
So as the drone is flying over, you can see spots that are lighter in color, some dark green, some more brown. All of these are areas of potential concern. So once it's all done flying, we'll go ahead and stitch all the pictures together that it's taking and get one single picture and show it to you here in just a bit. Alright, so here's that final image all stitched together. You can see in the center right portion there's a big brown spot. That's an area where the plants are not growing well. And then also scattered throughout the rest of the image there are other brown spots. You can also see areas of darker green. Those are generally areas where the plants are doing pretty well. This image is what we call a VARI image. Basically, it analyzes the picture and assigns it either a green or a red color depending on the health of the plants. In this case, red is bad, green is good. So when we look at them side by side, you can see that the areas of most red in the VARI image pretty well line up with the areas of brown on the final image that was all stitched together. This next image is an elevation map. In this case, blue is low, red is high. So we can see that the field slopes high in the lower right corner and low in the upper left corner.
All right, we're back at the end of the little mapping mission. Here's the beeping saying it's coming down to land. It's coming down to land. Can you see it yet? 300 feet for a little tiny drone is way, way up there. Just checking out his landing spot, make sure it's all clear. Comes in. Notice that Spencer's not adjusting anything with the controllers, and lands. And that's the mission. So we'll be able to show you a little bit how this worked when it comes to actually looking at the video itself. All right, so here we are again. This time we have a little fixed wing, as they're called. Fixed wing because it's one wing that's fixed to the fuselage of the plane. Spencer here is going to take it off and show us how easy it really is to fly.
One quick note on this specific fixed wing drone, it's got what we call an autopilot inside, or a flight controller. So, I don't know if you can hear that through the video, but that is the plane trying to stabilize itself, get back to level. So we're going to leave it in auto mode when we take off, which means we have a hands-off launch. So we'll just bump up the throttle and then toss it in the sky and watch it fly. There we go.
Now I apologize in advance. seeing that little tiny plane on this little tiny screen filming is kind of hard. So if I mess up, whoa, where'd it go? Exactly. It's hard to see. Hopefully when we do the live broadcast, you guys will be able to see it a lot better.
So one advantage this fixed wing has over the Mavic is it is much more efficient in flight. So we can tell it to go, and on this one battery, it'll fly for 20 to 30 minutes depending on how we fly it. But it can cover 3 to 4 times the amount of ground that the quadcopter can cover. So if you have a large piece of land that you're trying to survey, the fixed wing is definitely the way to go.
So people always ask, oh, can it do any tricks?
Oh yes. Let's bring it around.
Whoa, I lost it again. Very good, Spencer. Well, it looks like you're a professional. Can anybody fly a plane like this?
Oh yeah. So because of that flight controller in here, we can just let go of the controls and it just flies itself. So we are going to watch out for this hawk that is over the field now, and then pass the controls off to Howard here.
So Howard, one of our local youth, he's going to show us how easy it really is to fly a fixed-wing drone.
All right, Howard, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You have controls.
I have controls.
Okay. There you go. Go ahead and just keep it over these fields here. Perfect.
Now I can see if I can find it back in the air again.
It's behind the tree right now.
Behind the tree. Popped out. There it is. Oops, into the sun. Drones are so fun. They're easy to fly, they're fun to fly, and to be honest, they aren't as expensive as they used to be. With technology these days and the ability to make things smaller and faster, I mean, you notice the engine on it. That little tiny propeller makes this plane go so fast. So we hope you've enjoyed our little video displays of drones and a little bit of intro to what they can and cannot do. We know that on the 30th we're going to do like a little live broadcast where you guys can ask questions and figure out exactly what it is to fly drones. Thank you very much. I would say have these guys say goodbye, but they're watching the drone, so
We'll see you guys on the 30th.